Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It's time for Taroscopes again. We're going to be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Aquarius. That's Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of April 2025. Geez, so sorry about that. I don't think I want to do that again. So before I get started, I want to just welcome my new subscribers. Thank you. You're gonna be glad you found this place because it's full of great people and some interesting ideas. And for my tried and true, thank you so much for being with me all these years. We've been through a lot together, and I'm just grateful to have had you along the way, had your support. And to my new members on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Things are just in their infancy. Things will begin to grow, get a little bit more content as I learn what I'm doing. Okay. And I really do appreciate it. And to my Patreon, thank you so much. For those of you who've been with me for years now, thank you. I really appreciate your support. And I hope to bring more and more uh, to the channel. All right, so let's look at the astrology. Let's take a look at the astrology. And okay, which one do I want to pick? I guess I'll pick this. Okay. Good choices. I do all my own work. Pretty obvious. Okay. This isn't where I want to be, so let me get to the beginning. Okay, here we go. So we're looking at, here's the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life for April. Here's the planetary placements. Uranus in Taurus, Saturn in Pisces. If you wanted to know what all that, you could always take my class, my Introduction to Kabbalah, if this is something that you find intriguing. I'm going to be doing that in May next month. So, and I will announce and I'll put out a video and let you guys know. Okay. So, we also have the vibrations, right, of the month. We have 4 as the month vibration. April's the 4th month. That's connected to the Emperor card. It's about dominion. It's an Aries card. We have quite a bit of Aries, including Venus in Aries this month. For putting out your needs, right? Like this is the response to the stress that has been put upon us. 9 is the universal year vibration. This is a vibration that we're carrying all year. 9 is about completion. It's about endings, but in service to a new beginning. It's about forgiveness and compassion and healing. It's associated with Virgo, and this is the path that it's on. Connecting the sun with Jupiter. Sun-Jupiter connections are important this month. The 4 from April connects Uranus with the sun. Sun-Uranus. And add these 2 vibrations and we get the 13-4, which is the death card, which is about change, transformation. So this is a time of change and transformation, letting go of that which no longer serves and building a foundation for the future. Building a foundation, the next step in your growth, the next thing the new manifestation that you will begin, right? That you'll step up on. We have a powerful sextile to start the month on the 3rd, And it's also a tower day, 16/7. So there's a big illumination, big illumination, big illumination coming April 3rd. Mars is also sextiling Uranus. That boosts, that boosts. Um, the Sun sextiles Jupiter as Venus trines Mars on the 6th. The 7th, Mercury goes direct. And Venus conjuncts conjuncts Saturn. Venus is still moving backwards, and she conjuncts Saturn. That could be very heavy as Venus is moving backwards. It's like what you might think is the blow that will end it all. But what it ends up doing is it brings a sense of a freedom that wants to come and express itself beyond anything it's experienced, I think. At the same time, we have Mercury ingressing into Aries, so the planet of the mind into Aries. That first degree of Aries is very hot. It's a very hot, it's always a hot degree because it's a world point, but it's a very hot degree because of what's going on astrologically around that point. Mercury conjunct Neptune, one of Aries. Neptune just came into that Aries energy at the end of March for the first time in 151 years. Last time it went into that first degree of Aries, it was 165 years ago, which I believe is 1865 or 64, maybe something like that, right around the Civil War. Uh, where are we? April 18th, Mars re-enters Leo. Mars has been retrograde since the beginning of December. It started in Leo and then went back into Cancer on the 6th of January. So most of January, February, on the 23rd of February, it turned around in Cancer, but it was still in Cancer moving forward. And then, and so it's been in March, it moved through Cancer, the wave, as it were, with the eclipses and all of that, right? And now it's here in April. And this is powerful for Zelensky because his Mars is retrograde in Leo at that degree, 1 0, like 1 0 0 something of Leo. And he has a South Node in Aries, so he's a warrior from lifetimes. Yeah. He's a good leader. He's a good leader. And he stands for peace. And he stands for fairness. He has his Sun and his Venus in Aquarius. Justice, right? Democracy, the right to self-govern. Yes, they're very powerful. Very powerful. That's why I think now I don't know what has happened since I'm doing this because I do this early. So something may have happened I don't know about. But he's a powerful energy. And on the 19th, we have the Sun go into Taurus, Mars trine Neptune. Those are two really nice energies. I love Taurus. I love the Sun in Taurus. It's like my favorite 30 days. And then Venus sextiles Uranus on the 20th. Mercury sextiles Pluto. Venus sextiles Uranus. Just did it, right? Like what, last week? Week before? Well, that's last week. Let's see. Venus sextile. Yeah, on the 8th. It had done it on the 8th. And now we come back around on the 20th and we do it again. Why? Because she turned around. She's coming back. She's coming back. Mercury sextile Pluto, deep thoughts, communication with the soul. The Sun square Mars, action. That's a very action-oriented energy, asserting something that has been illuminated to you, perhaps. The truth has been seen, and now you're taking an action on it. On the 21st, Saturn conjoins the north node of the moon. It's kind of a reality check for our future. It's a view of the future, and it can be a dark view. Doesn't have to be the view, but it can be more like what's at stake energy, I think. The 23rd, the Sun first square Pluto, crisis in action on the desires of the world soul. April 24th, Venus conjunct Saturn again. She conjunct him, came back around and came back up. You know, that could also represent Zelensky getting slapped down, backing up, digging deep, coming back around. And now it's a different thing. It's something else. And I think it's good. Something else. It's good. And then lastly, on the 26th, Mars, in vein of War and Peace, right? Mars opposes Pluto. This is the last of three. This is actually on his Zelensky's Mars. And, you know, Pluto's been opposing that for a while now. We know who Pluto is, right? Okay. 27th, new moon. I said New Mexico. Sorry about that. New moon at 8 degrees of Taurus. I love those new moons in Taurus. I love Taurus. Love Taurus. And on the 30th, Venus ingresses into Aries, moves back into Aries, goes over the world point after all she's been through, hell and back, literally and figuratively. And actually, she's ready to take on the world. May is going to be very interesting. All right. So let's just go to your chart and we'll see how it looks in your chart. Okay, Libra. Libra. Did I say Libra? Oh, I'm so sorry, Aquarius. Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house. All right. Look at you with Pluto in your first house. Don't worry. Just 19 more years of transformation on a cellular level. It's good. It's good. It's like you're getting tuned up with vibration. Saturn in the 2nd house. Still, it is going to dip into Aries for a little while and then go back into 2nd house. So it's kind of at the end of your 2nd house, really. And so it's been, you know, I think that one of the most important things for this one is to like release any judgments that you have on your worth, because you are definitely full of worth, as we all are. It's our judgments that sometimes keep us from remembering just how special we are. And so you've been on that journey for a little while now. Your ruling planet Uranus in Taurus still, moving through Taurus forward. It is going to move, of course, into Gemini for a little bit and then back into Taurus. Taurus has been hard for you, Aquarius. Gemini is going to be much, much easier. So much easier for Aquarius. I just realized all of this talk about Zelensky and he's an Aquarius. Jesus. It's funny how that works. Okay. Venus and Mercury are starting retrograde in that 2nd house, but then both turn around, both move into Aries again. Mercury sooner, and then the last day of the month, the Venus. And then they'll be moving through that 3rd house, but it's not until next month. Neptune here in that 3rd house, spiritualizing things. You may feel a little more confused, a little things that you thought you absolutely positively knew. scientific facts are having a little dissolution, just a little dissolution. And then it'll go back into Pisces um, later in the year. The sun, of course, starts in your third house in Aries and then moves into the fourth house. So these are two houses that are on the lower part of the chart. In fact, most of the energy at this time of the year is in the lower half of the chart, which is generally means a more introspective time, less active. Once Mars moves into Leo, however, things will start to heat up and you'll probably get a little more active. But you're kind of hiding out right now. You're kind of in a bunker, hiding out. It's been hard. It's been hard work, working really hard under a lot of duress. But now you're moving forward, and you'll move out of that this month. So that's good. New moon in Taurus. That's on the end. It's at the end of the month. That's the 27th. In your fourth house, your house of soul, your house of home, your house of family. Perhaps planting a new seed of stability or sustainability, or putting your energy, planting your seeds close to home. The full moon happens, of course, earlier. The full moon is on the 12th, I think, right? Right. The same day Venus goes direct, powerfully enough. And she goes direct in Pisces. It might even be in conjunct that full moon, actually, now that I think of it. Wow. Okay. Full moon in the ninth house, illumination around issues of justice, perhaps. With the sun lighting up the house of mind. This could be a big illumination, a big illumination. All right, so that's what I see, guys. Let me stop the share, and I'll do the cards now. Do you need me, babe? Yeah, it rang. Yeah, if you could. And maybe while you come in, can you bring the water in? I drank all my water. I'm like parched like crazy. Going back up to the house. Oh, can you put this out there? I'm sorry. I'll take it up when I go up. I just like to keep them like on the thing so I see them. Oh, thank you. I forgot about that. That sandwich was amazing.
Pretty good, right?
It was really good.
Was it really good?
You had the same thing, right? You liked it, right?
Yeah, it's good.
There wasn't enough mayonnaise.
More mayo.
It needed a little more. And there was no cheese either.
Yeah, there was.
Was there? Well, there wasn't enough mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise.
Just put on 2 pieces. Noted.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's get to the cards. I'm using the Astromatrix Tarot. I love this tarot deck. They have a great resource online, astromatrix.com. A lot of really good astrology, really good stuff, really good information. So, worth a look for sure. All right, let's shuffle these. My hands have been a little sore. Guess I'm getting old. A lot of intense energies working through the body, you know. It gets It just gets harder because you're processing a lot. All right. Okay, let's go. We are starting with, ooh, the Nine of Cups. Look at you sitting pretty. Oh, look, same color. Same color hair? Not exactly. Okay. Sitting pretty with all the cups. Not cups. Lots of tarot decks. No cups. All right. So there's a sense of self-satisfaction right now. You're feeling um a little naughty, perhaps. She's got a naughty look on her face, doesn't she? She's like, yeah, you want my cups? This is what it's going to cost you. Oh, let's see what's crossing that. Fair distribution of resources, balance, financial balance, giving to those who have less. So actually, this looks like you have a lot and you're deciding who you want to support, what you want to support, what causes perhaps that you want to support, who needs your help the most. You have cups, you want to share them, but you're not going to be silly about who you share them with. You're going to do your due diligence with that. Wow, judgment. So at the core of this, you are awakening. You are awakening. You are realizing your connection to your eternal spirit. You're rising up like the phoenix. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like even just with the painting, right? Isn't that cool? I do love these cards. I love the art. Oh goodness. All right. So you're waking up and you're like, I have stuff and I'm willing to help. That's what it looks like to me. In the past, we have the Fool reversed. I don't usually read reversed cards. Perhaps you feel foolish. Perhaps you did something without really thinking of the consequence and you feel foolish for that. Or maybe you had an opportunity to wake up in the past, but you decided to not. But now is the time that you are. Now is the time. The time is here. The time is now. And the time is right. The time is right. In the sky, something coming to an end. The old you. The old you. The old thought forms. The old thoughts that kept you trapped in a body that no longer served you. In a way, and when I say body, I mean construct. You've been reborn. In the immediate future. Okay, it looks like these cards got a little mixed up. Okay. The illumination, I'm going to do these right side up because they were misdone. Okay. But anyway, you've woken up. Doesn't matter. That's the past. Past is the past. Future, month, happiness, joy, getting back to what really matters. Getting out of your head and into your heart, out of your head and into your heart. How it's seen from the outside that you're moving out of troubled waters. This is actually an Aquarius card. It's not an Aquarius card. Doing what you need to do to stay healthy. Your domestic situation, still not quite happy with that. but there is something being offered that you're not paying attention to. So look around, get out of your preconceived, what do you call it, on your ears, eyes closed, solar plexus down, it all in your head. Something's being offered. So drop the story on something at home or in the domestic situation or where you spend most of your time, because it's the story that's keeping you from seeing the blessing. Hopes and fears, death. Well, it is the vibration of the month. Change. We all fear change. But change, it's like useless to fear it because it's always happening. It's always happening. It's okay. We have to go with the flow. Death is also about letting go. You hope you can let go. You fear letting go. Outcome. Queen of Pentacles, the sustainer of life, the feminine, fertile energy of life. That knows the values of things, knows the value of things, values the earth herself, values the land. I almost see like a native elder woman coming to, if this might be you, I don't know. I see a native elder. Next, pick 3 cards to get a major arcana. The next is making friends, fostering relationships, coming together to serve a higher purpose, the higher purpose of compassion. The 7 of Pentacles, be careful with your resources. They are less than you're used to. Take that into consideration. There's still work to be done on that. And the Hierophant, wisdom, the structure, the wisdom of the ages. You have access to that through your listening to the still small voice within, to the spirit within you. The spirit within you knows the answers to all the questions you have, but you have to listen. You have to listen. Underneath it all, anxiety, the King of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. There's an anxiety within you that somebody's going to steal something away. Something's going to steal something away. I'll leave that with you. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it was underneath the reading, so. So you're ready to go. There is a lot to be concerned about, so it's reasonable that there's an underlying anxiety. Sometimes it's the underlying anxiety that makes us finally like take the action and do the thing and invest our resources in what's really important, as opposed to what other people tell you is important. It's important to have this kind of car or this kind of dress, right? What's really important to you. All right. Oh, one more. Oh, goodness gracious, what did I do with them? Oh, there they are. Okay, we have Spirit Oracle, Animal Oracle cards. Spirit Animal Oracle, yes. Oracle. Oh, I almost left the one out from the other last reading. Okay. Everything's together. All the critters are in here. All right. Well, I was gonna say Aquarius has a little bit of a day off, but not really. When Pluto's in your sign, you really don't have a day off, do you? Interesting times we're in, yes. Okay. Swan spirit. All right. I'll hold the card up. Let me just find the okay. A time for a deep dive. Okay. 60. 60 is the same vibration as this card. So we get so we get two 60s. This is the 60 over 6, both found in the heart chakra. Okay. With their graceful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When swan spirit arrives, you are called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available on the surface. You may think you know what is best for you now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, for there is knowledge that you are not aware of and great treasure to discover. Deeper understanding awaits you, and a perspective that comes from the greater self-knowledge is what you need right now to better understand a situation or relationship. As you come to know yourself more intimately, so too will you come to better know others. So Swan Spirit asks you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others and resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances. Know there is a much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Choose to deep dive into your why. Ask the deeper questions of yourself. You are led by the grace of Swan Spirit. Lovely. This is a great deck. Colette Baron read. Great deck. All right, guys, that's your reading for April. I'll see you next month for May. As far as my memberships, I think I said I'd say something about them at the end. I have two levels. One's the Starlets. That's the lower cost level, and the other one is Star Seekers, which will have a little bit more of the sort of nuts and bolts astrology, Kabbalah stuff on it, as well as a live. I want to get enough people to get together for the live, so that'll probably be coming out in the next week or so. All right, guys, thanks so much. Very much appreciate you all. Have a great month. Namaste.